Now to the Israel-Hamas war in Jerusalem. Thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to American-Israeli Hersh Goldberg Poland, one of the 6 hostages whose bodies were found on Sunday, murdered by Hamas. Today there were more protests both in Tel Aviv and here in the city. Some demonstrators demanding the release of the remaining hostages, while others in Israel calling for a ceasefire and saying the hostages could have been returned alive in a deal with Hamas. Bauman is here now with the latest. Ali.
Well, Dick, according to initial autopsy reports, those hostages were shot in the head between 48 and 72 hours before they were found by Israeli soldiers. Protesters in Israel accused Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of stalling the U.S.-brokered ceasefire and hostage release talks, which could have released at least 3 of the murdered hostages.
We love you. Stay strong. Survive.
Jewish New Yorkers came together outside Columbia University Monday night to honor the 6 hostages found dead in an underground tunnel in Gaza over the weekend.
I'm here to stand with other people who are mourning, just like how I'm mourning.
Among the bodies recovered was 23-year-old Israeli-American Hersh Goldberg Poland. Monday, thousands gathered for his funeral in Jerusalem.
Hersh, we failed you. We all failed you.
For 23 years, I was privileged to have the most stunning honor to be Hersh's mama. I'll take it and say thank you. I just wish it had been for longer.
The funeral followed a nationwide strike in Israel. Thousands demanding Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agree to a ceasefire deal with Hamas to release the remaining hostages.
My message to Prime Minister Netanyahu is that my brother Keith and all the remaining hostages need to be home immediately.
In an address to the nation, Netanyahu asked for forgiveness for not bringing the 6 hostages back alive and said Hamas will pay a heavy price. President Biden was asked about Netanyahu Monday.
Do you think he's doing enough? No.
Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris also met with the U.S. hostage negotiation team to discuss next steps. Until an agreement is reached, the violence in Gaza continues. Health officials say 48 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli strikes over the past 24 hours. Here in New York, thousands marched for Gaza.
I'm out here protesting for the voiceless, and that includes my family that's overseas.
While outside Columbia, mournful Jewish New Yorkers weighed Israel's next steps.
All I want is a ceasefire.
I don't think there will be a ceasefire. Okay, Israel has to continue. Okay, and destroy Hamas.
My hope is for leaders that will accept the facts on the ground, put their ideologies in the right place so that the Holy Land can be a light unto the nations.
Netanyahu said he will continue to insist on Israeli control of the Philadelphia corridor, which lies along Gaza's border with Egypt. Dick.
All right, Ali, thank you. You can see our coverage of past demonstrations on the Israel-Hamas war on our website, cbsnewyork.com.